Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to ASTRA, the daily current affairs. This is Dhanunjayareddy bringing you what are the current affairs that you have in today's newspaper as far as UPSC Civil Services examination is considered. Before going further, please allow me to share the screen. Guys, this is 9th of November 2023. Let's have a quick revision about what are the things that we have in today's current affairs. Kerala moves Supreme Court against Governor again. So this is the debate which is continuing between the Council of Ministers headed by the Chief Minister as well as the Kerala Governor. Now, recently, the Supreme Court of India has expressed its anguish over these disputes, that is between the Council of Ministers headed by the Chief Minister as well as Governor. Again, so Kerala High Court has moved to Supreme Court on this issue. So this is something which is very vital for our legislative federal relations, very important for our discussions. So always remember that whenever there is a governor of opposition party, in a ruling party there is BJP at the center, but in opposition parties, whenever they are ruling in some states, there they are exercising some problems. This is the relations between fiscal federalism aspects, which is important. You have to remember the heading, no need to remember much. G7 meet and they appeal for humanitarian causes in Gaza. So they have asked the so-called movement in Tokyo, asked for the release of hostages and broader peace process for long-term solutions. So they are calling for peace process. The G7 countries in this context, please look at who are the G7 countries who have met at this space. That is very important. Bengaluru Water Services Board, what they have discussed, ordered to utilize 24 TMC feet of Kaveri water for Bengaluru and surrounding areas. So the Karnataka government has issued an order to utilize 24 TMCFT of Kaveri water annually for catering the daily water needs of Bengaluru city and its surroundings. So this was said by Bengaluru Water Supply and Sewerage Board should utilize this. So drinking water was increased to the so-called Bengaluru. So this was a dispute. Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal is again present. So in this context, we have to look at what are the problems that Bengaluru is seeing as far as this point is considered. Subsequently, the Supreme Court refuses to vacate the order on the temple priests in Tamil Nadu. So this is the case which is regarding to the so-called Tamil Nadu issues. There were some appointments of some archakas in the temples. In this context, Supreme Court has given it, not important, just for your state exams. If you are Tamil Nadu, from Tamil Nadu, you can have a look at it. An under-discussed facet of colonial history. This is speaking about on the anniversary of the bicentenary, 200 years of arrival of Tamil indentured labours into Sri Lanka. What is the problem? Even after 200 years of this labour, they are not getting the so-called nation building inside this state, because there was some disputes between Sinhalese and Tamilians, which is continuing even today. So that was what Mr. Shashi Tharoor has written. If you are interested, you can read this article. Not that important for UPSC per se, only this thing is important. 200 years has passed since this indentured labours were brought to Sri Lanka. Reviewing the freedom. This is steps to end malicious reviews should not lead to curbs on film criticism. So this is about some Kerala High Court discussing about the reviews or negative reviews of films on the first days. So they are going to review it. So what the author is saying, you should not stop the genuine criticism of the films in this quest to stop that criticism. Whole timing. Recently, this is regarding to the so-called Prime Minister of India announcing the extension of free rice at an election rally. So it has to be understood that though he has extended this national food security entitlement for free for almost 80.4 crores of people under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, which they used to provide at some subsidized prices. Today it is free. However, one thing that we have to understand is this is implemented, or the question is why Prime Minister has announced this and in a state, in an election rally, that too by breaking the so-called model code of conduct. This is the point of discussion. Hence, Narendra Modi is said to have violated this model code of conduct, but no one is questioning in this context. This should not be done in this way. That was the argument. Taiwan and the issues with the Malacca blockade and India's options. If they block Malacca, what it is going to, India is going to have. That was written by this person. Please read this. PSR students, there are some insights into this. So what you have to read today, this article is important, this article is important as far as UPSC is considered. To move towards EFIR, but with a caution. This is not for UPSC, this is not that important for law students. You can have a look at it. Evasion, silence and defense. So this is about this one, not important. Alarming rises of scientific misconduct recorded in India. Now what you have to understand here, there is one data that is important. What is the data that is important for UPSC here? India has become recently the third largest producer of scientific articles. However, a notable achievement for the world's largest economy. But however, if you look in depth here, there is a statistics that is a concern. What is that statistic? That the number of retractions. What do you mean by a retraction? A published paper is retracted if they are found to have mistakes. The number of retractions are very high. This is the reason why there is scientific misconduct recorded in India. So remember that data, that is more than enough. Brazil will give continuity to India's presidency of G20. So the next Brazil G20 summit is going to be held by the so-called Brazil. In this context, the Brazilian president of ambassador has said that as India's G20 presidency comes to close, President Modi to host Voice of Global South Summit and G20 summit virtually on November 17th. Brazil will host this G20 summit in 2024. The COP30 climate change is also going to be held in 2025 at Brazil. So this is one good article, guys. Please have a look at this. This is important for UPSC. Subsequently, Prime Minister Amit Shah tells the BJP leaders to greet Advani as he turns 96 years. So this is from the political party things, not important. Corruption is the biggest issue in Madhya Pradesh, says Kamal Nath. Leave it. These are not important for UPSC. Delhi to induce artificial rain to curb air pollution. Very, very important. Artificial rain is going to be induced in Delhi. So this was a cloud seeding technique from IIT Kanpur. They are taking it. So what exactly is this cloud seeding? That is important for UPSC. So cloud seedings can be done in this way wherever there is some severe category to poor category. So they want some equipments which are necessary for here. So that is very, very important. So how cloud seeding will be done? Please have a look at science and technology. How cloud seeding equipments are done. This is very important for UPSC. Union Home Minister seeks Aadhaar authentication of prisoners and jail visitors. So prisoners have to give authentication, and if you are visiting the jail, you have to give your Aadhaar. 11.5 crore PAN cards deactivated for not linking with the Aadhaar. So another irony is coming here. So majority of the people who have not linked their Aadhaar with PAN, their cards were delinked. WHO hailed India's success in managing TB. Not important, TB. More Ghazians flee as Israel troops battle inside the city. So these are some state news. US to invest $553 million in Adani's Sri Lanka project terminal. This is important, guys. Have just remember this. This is more than enough. The rest of the things in the business page, you have nothing more or great importance as far as UPSC is concerned. These are the things that you have in today's newspaper. If you go to the text and context page, there is one beautiful article that was written on importance of loss and damage funds. Now, what is this loss? When this loss and damage funds were established, how it is going to help the member countries, and what is this transmission committees? They have discussed here very elegantly. So, loss and damage, what exactly is this? They have given. What is the loss and damage fund? This is for those things who are facing this extreme pollution. In the 19th COP summit, which was held in Warsaw, Poland, they have conducted this loss and damage. So this is important. Please have a look at this. This is most important article for UPSC today. So there are three articles to read. One is the article regarding the so-called Prime Minister's speech. The second article is regarding to the so-called the so-called Taiwan and Malacca Strait issue, how it is going to tackle the India's problems. The next one that you can read is this article that I have said, along with the so-called one article on Brazilian's presidency. These are the things that we have in today's newspaper. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great day.